Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Samantha and I am the Gem Priestess. I'm an energy healer who is here to help you figure out why, your body aches, your head hurts, whatever kind of physical discomfort that is going on at the time. There is always an emotional problem behind that, and I'm here to help you figure that out, work through those trapped emotions that are in your body, and help you to feel good, look good, and go out there and take on the world. So if you're a little curious how that happens, what really any of that stuff kind of looks like, down in the description box will be a link to my website where I host all of my energy healings. So you guys can click that, check out, my story, how these energy healings work. You can hear from clients of mine, all of that good stuff. So like I said, that will be down in the description box. But for today's video, we are definitely going to be talking about why it is that we get sick. What does that mean? What's going on in our body? How are we feeling? And then just kind of the typical symptoms that come with, being sick, how that relates to, our emotions. What are we feeling when, our head hurts? Or what are we feeling when we're nauseous? Just kind of, again, working all with these trapped emotions to really help to work through things and really help you to get over, your sickness quick. If you guys have been following me on my Instagram this past week, I was hit rough with, definitely the flu. I had the fevers, I had the chills, the shakes, all of it was horrible. So definitely, that is not the first time that I've dealt with that. And I know that, everyone out there, we all get sick. So this is definitely why do we get sick? What's going on in our body? And how can we move past that so that we can start to feel good again and start doing what we want to do? So definitely stay tuned for that, because we are definitely going to get down to it. All right, so why do we get sick? Spiritually, the bottom line is that we need a break. There are times where sometimes we just wake up one day and boom, we are sick, we can't move, everything hurts. It is literally our body forcing us to stop and slow down. There are definitely some emotions that are going on in our body that are, super stuck, super trapped in, and are just dying to be addressed and to be let out, And so at the end of the day, that is why, spiritually, why we get sick. It is just our body's way of saying hey, babe, you've been working really hard right now. Understand that you've been going, but it's time to pump the brakes. You need to take a couple days and relax. And your body literally forces you to take that break, to relax, to really take that step back and okay, this is me time now. We're relaxing, we're napping, we're eating, we're whatever, taking baths, all of this stuff that we do when we're sick. These are all traces of things that we should be doing while we are feeling good. But when we're feeling good, we're out, our mind is always going on to this thing and that thing, and whatever it may be. So definitely spirituality wise, that is the number one reason as to why we get sick. And so there definitely, I always like to say that there are, how you react while you're sick, really tends to really house how you are feeling and just kind of desperately what you need. A lot of times when, from personal experience, when I'm sick, there are a lot of times where, or most of the time, all the time, that I am very much I want to be babied, everything hurts, I'm in pain, someone take care of me. And, so I know personally for me, that is a lot of, just kind of my inner child coming out and really kind of stepping forward and saying hey, I need to be taken care of too. I've kind of been left here, I've been forgotten here, various things like that, how I was treated when I was sick as a child. So, it's okay, well, things are different now. Is it safe for me to come out now? And will I be treated right now? There's that, you can be very much no, I'm going to do it myself and I'm going to power through. And that's very much saying hey, I'm not really good at giving up control. A lot of times when we are sick, depending on how sick we are, we need someone else to take care of us, or, you go to take medicine, or, eat different foods, or, whatever. You're depending on something else to help you feel better and to help you get better. And a lot of times, we can really struggle and really clash with that when you're just like, oh no, like, I don't need you to drive me to the pharmacy to, go get Advil. Like, I can do it myself. Or, oh no, you don't need to make me food. I got it. A lot of times, so it's very much hard for us to give up that control. And so that is something that, definitely look at yourself when you are sick, or even think back to when you were sick. How do you act? How do you react when you're sick, or when someone wants to help you? Or, are you craving more attention and more, love through that? Or are you very much like, oh no, like, I got it, I'm good, stay away? Very much look at that and really see, like, okay, how am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? Because that is going to, it's going to tell you a lot, I'm telling you. So definitely, like, look at that, look at your past, look at, what's going on in your life, and just really connect these dots, figure out what is going on, and how can we, work with that and use that to our advantage. And also really learn to heal that too. Really learn to heal, that inner child that is, that is wanting love and recognition, and really healing that person that is like, no, like, I got this, and really learning to depend on other people. So I definitely want to go over just kind of some of the main symptoms that we can have when we're sick, and really just what that means. A lot of times with, our bodies, and just kind of the normal things that, do go on and that do happen, a lot of it very much just kind of comes back to, kind of the two main things that I see a lot are fear and guilt. And so, at the bottom line, we're fearing something, we're guilty of something, or, we're guilty of wanting things, or even things that we do have, we're feeling very guilty of that. And it's really leading us to, we're carrying that in, we're not sharing that, we're not holding space for that. And so we're holding it inside of us. And that is where, problems can arise. So very much if you are having, just kind of this general pain all over your body when, we're sick, we're super sore, and, we can't move right, everything just feels super stiff and stuck. A lot of that is just your guilt is just kind of eating at you in a sense, and is very much, guilt, it is a big thing. Guilt demands punishment. When we feel guilty and when we hold that in, we are going to self-sabotage in, some crazy ways. So a lot of times when our body is just kind of naturally doing that, it will really just show up in, pain and tenderness and stiffness in your body. And that is, at the end of the day, it is going to be guilt that is coming to get you, and, or, your own guilt coming to get yourself, So there's that. A lot of times when we have a cough, that is very much saying, like, hey, like, you're having something that you want to say and that you're wanting to say to the world, but you can't, and it's very much trapped. And so that's, your body's kind of natural way of getting you to, like, cough and cough and cough, like, cough it out already, like, come on, say what you want to say. That is very much what your body's just naturally doing. It's just like, come on, let's go. So, there's very much that. There is, I am very much, when I get sick, I am a vomiter, I throw up. And so a lot of times that is really saying, or, you're really feeling like, I cannot, take in something that is new. I literally can't accept it. And so I'm just going to hurl everything out. I can't hold anything in. I can't hold anything new in. So anything new, food that I'm trying to put into my body or my ideas, my mind can't hold on to it. So we will purge it all up. So it's very much things like that are going to, tell you these various different things about, yourself and your body, and, what really is going on, what is happening, and then how can we, fix it a lot of the times too. But, you know, if you also find yourself, you know, like losing your balance when you're sick, or, you know, losing your balance a lot really has to do with having like a super scattered mind. You know, your mind doesn't focus. You can't even like focus on where you're walking. So you're gonna lose that balance. So, and you go again, all of this stuff also goes for when, you know, you're not sick. You know, if you wake up and, you know, you're walking and you're just your balance isn't there, you know, you're vomiting, you know, you wake up and have, you know, a cough or a sore throat, like all of these things, you know, they do still pertain and have the same meaning. It is not just for when you are sick. So it is definitely something to look out for. So, you know, a disclaimer on that. This is not just for when you're sick. This is for any other time. But definitely in this past week of me being sick, you know, I've definitely learned a lot just about myself and the feelings that I'm harboring in, and just kind of the things that I've needed to work on, work through, and really like focus on, you know, a lot too. So it definitely is, you know, a work in progress. And, you know, all of this information that I got, definitely, like, I had to do some snooping. I had to do some, you know, researching and looking around. And, you know, definitely one of the greatest tools, you know, during this whole process, because since I was just sitting down, not really able to do anything or move, you know, reading was definitely a good big thing for me. And so Louise Hay's her book Heal Your Body, definitely, you know, all of this information and so much more is in there. So if you guys can get a hold of that book, it will definitely be a lifesaver. Like I said, it totally helped me to realize all of these certain things that are going on in me and these certain feelings that I am having. And so I'm definitely here relaying that message to you. So this is definitely a little homage to that book, because it is definitely very, very helpful in wanting to understand, you know, just kind of the normal aches and pains that go on in your body. So definitely, if you can find that book, I definitely would say get your hands on it. I will link a copy of it to purchase down in the description box, because it definitely is something that I think that everybody should get. It goes through, you know, different ailments, the feelings behind the ailments, and even gives you some really good affirmations to really work through those ailments and really help you to understand a little more of what's going on and why, and, you know, especially the emotional part of that. So like I said, I will link that down in the description box below. But, you know, that is definitely it for today, you know, just being a really like overview of why we get sick and just some of the really big symptoms of that. If you guys are wanting to learn a little bit more about that, I will definitely be posting more on my Instagram and my Twitter, so we will definitely be talking about that there. So down in the description box will be links for those two. Both of them on both of my names on Instagram and Twitter are just at the Gem Priestess, so you guys can follow me over there, and we will get down to the nitty-gritty about why we are feeling certain ways and what is going on in our bodies. But that is it, like I said. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I enjoyed hanging out with you, and I cannot wait until I see you guys next time. Bye bye.